By popular demand, for transparency to build trust, I'm here to show you the bot's return over the past month. I'm recording this on March 30, so I'm actually one day early. But I'm going to do it for you guys and show you the return the bots made in March. So this is the dashboard, which you get free access to through the link below. It doesn't trade your account for free, but it will show you the performance and tell you a little bit about the 13 strategies we're trading. Here's the 7-year back test. Cumulative reward, not a compounding with increasing risk. So this is what it looked like over the past 7 years, which is our trade history. Sometimes there's like these insane moves up where you make a lot of money all at once and then go sideways. I was hoping that would happen this month, but it did not. So here's the last 2 months performance. You can see we made a lot at the end of the last year and the start of this year, and we kind of bled down, and we had a nice boost up from this bot 7 to new equity highs, but then the market dumped hard, and we ending at a equity low for the past 2 months. So for the last 30 days, what my account is showing, let me pull it up for you guys. We're going to talk a little bit about the strategies and what happened. This is my account for the past 30 days. You can see the total P&L for the last 30 days was about $1,000 on about a $20,000 account, so about negative 5%. I'll talk a little bit about my risk. It says negative 6.85% actually, if we're going to be, no, wait, that's not right. Yeah. And you can see it was going pretty good until this big loss right at the end of the month, negative $3,000, which was, I'll talk about the positions in a moment, but let's talk about the risk a little bit. That said, if you look at the equity return, okay, let's talk about risk. So first of all, this allows you to punch in how much you're risking and to see how it performed. So my risk is actually set to 70% historical max drawdown. That doesn't mean it can't lose more than that. But if you go back and look in the bot, the worst drawdown set it to about a 70% risk. It's actually less because of the way that drawdown is returned. But that gives us, through the drawdown, about a 19% monthly return. I'll say it again, about a 19% average monthly return. Now, I'll put it to 70%. This is what with 70%, this is what the return looks like. It's crazy. Couple caveats. Actually, 70% translates to a 55% max drawdown. Why does it? Well, I'm asking the dev to kind of fix that, but yeah, so my actual drawdown is 55%. So one thing is I'm taking a huge drawdown risk. If you take a huge drawdown risk, you can get a huge possible return. That said, in the past 7 years, the max drawdown from holding the NASDAQ was like 35%. And if we go back to the past 25 years, the max drawdown from holding the NASDAQ was 85%. The other thing is, for several reasons, we do not expect the forward test to be as good as the back test. That kind of goes without saying. So just because it returned 19% a month, we don't expect it to return 19% a month, but we expect it to work and to be profitable and to be positive. That said, average does not mean median, right, or mode. So a little statistics lesson if you guys don't know. Average is you take all the months, the high and the low, and average them out. There can be, what the system does actually is there's months that makes insane amount of money and months that it loses money. The general trend is up. It's not a make money every month type of strategy. It doesn't work like that. I don't know what the median month is, but I'd like to, median or mode is. I'd like to get that to you. I might request the dev to give us that information so I can share it with you. But let's talk a little bit about the strategy. So if we look in here, basically all the movement this month happened from bot number 7. So let's go ahead and take a look at bot number 7 and talk about it. Bot number 7 is the Extreme MA bot, which is it's looking at the entire crypto market and it's buying things that are very, very far under a long-term moving average and starting to pump with the idea, I don't really love it, but the back test looks good, with the idea that over the past 7 years, and we only have actually 5 years because we needed time for that moving average to develop, when there is a oversold conditions, there may be a relief rally to the upside. And it looked like that was happening actually. We had a really nice pump up in equity, and then it all reversed, and mostly it was stopped out break even actually. So that's why it wasn't like a huge loss. Some of them TP'd, some of them closed at a loss, most of them closed out break even. That said, for transparency, one of the problems with this bot is something called survivorship bias. Right now, we're only looking at the past coins that are listed now over the past 7 years that have 400 days or more of data. However, there's been a lot of coins that on their way to zero got delisted. We do not have those coins in the back test, and I know that those coins are going to be stop losses on this equity curve. That said, I'm okay with that because this equity curve is pretty good and it's okay for it to be worse than it looks. What I'm looking for in the back test is improving that by adding, which our dev is doing, is adding those delisted coins so we can get a more accurate back test. So we are, if you want to wait and see things develop, we're constantly making them better, but we might have an insane month up that's coming. Now let's go ahead and just to show you guys what the month looked like from a trade perspective. It really didn't do very much at all in terms of trades, but it started taking longs in here. I've got the, let's turn off MTP. This is the total crypto market cap. So this system of 13 bots, this one, it's buying when prices are severely under the 200 moving average. And you notice that usually there is a snapback, but oftentimes there's a new low first. So I was kind of expecting to take an L based on that, and also based on my fundamental analysis and what the other markets are doing. But what the trade did is it started to build a lot of positions in this range, and it had a nice move up, and it had a couple TPs, and then it round tripped most of the trade. So that's what happened. As far as positioning going into the next month, it's kind of unclear to me. We are in as many as 80 positions, and right now it's showing in my account 41 positions, and it looks like a mix of shorts and longs. So it looks like maybe more shorts than longs now. Yeah, it looks like it's short biased, but there's some longs in here. So yeah. Now in the last day also it started to wake up with these uh where is it? Breakdown. There's some breakdown bots, but it hasn't really done anything yet. Check back in April for more updates, and if you want access to this dashboard for free, use the link down below. Okay, appreciate y'all. Much love. Talk to you soon. Peace.